Okay, so in this video, we need to go and finally implement the sliding up for snakes and sliding down for ladders. So because we decided these are effectively the same thing, just effectively shortcuts, i.e. changes in position, this should be easier than implementing the same thing twice. So we're going to go and have a think of our code now. So where are we going to implement this? Well, I suppose the implementation actually needs to happen down here on the dice rolling. And we need to work out if a player has finished their position on the start of a shortcut. So we should go and have a look at our shortcuts because there was something earlier on in some of the videos that I just kind of glossed over. That was this. So when we created our shortcut, you'll notice that the start was put in as a string, even though when we coded it in up here, it was actually a numerical value. Now the reason that's happened is because when we created the object and we imported it, when we did this key value, the key will be by default converted into a string. So I don't actually want them to be strings, I want them to be numerical values. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a plus sign in front of the key. But I can do this because I know their values. And what that should do is it should force the key to be cast or interpreted into, or coerced, the string coerced into the numerical value. So I'll put the plus there, and now I'll look at the shortcut list. I'll look at the shortcuts, and all the shortcuts are in fact numerical values. So the type is the way I want it to be. Now, one thing I do know is that none of the snakes or ladders, there should be no overlap between the starting and end coordinates. So down here, I just need to find out if they have ended on a snake or a ladder. So if shortcut list, now I should iterate over the shortcuts, checking the starts. And if I find one that's the start, I get its endpoint. Okay, so I'm going to while loop. Loop over the shortcuts, i.e. the snakes and ladders. And if find one that has a start the same as player's end location, change player's end location to be end location of the snake or ladder. So I could do a for loop and loop over all of them, but that's probably not very efficient because there's 19 of them. If they've hit the first one, I don't need to do the other 18. So okay, let found equal false, while and let current shortcut equal 1, equals 0. So I'm going to start at the first shortcut in the list, and while I'm not found and current shortcut is less than shortcut list dot length, the first thing I'm going to do is go current shortcut plus plus. That'll prevent an endless loop. If shortcut list, the current shortcut I'm looking at, its start is equal to the player list, the current player, their location. So if the starting point of a shortcut is current where the player is located, player list dot the current player dot location is going to equal the shortcut list, the current shortcut I'm looking at, dot end. I'm going to move it to the end, and I'm going to say found equals true. So now this little bit of code here will check the shortcuts, check the starting points. If the starting point matches, it's going to move the player to the end and set thing to found. Okay, so let's just check this works now. And I'm also going to log console.log. I'm going to go shortcut list, current shortcut, type. I'm going to log out if I've got a snake or a ladder. Okay, so roll the dice. 5, pink. Well, it's the snake is going down, so it didn't hit the start. Got a 4, 1, 2, 1. You've got a 3. Hit a ladder. Yeah, because of prisoner. So I've got a 3. So I went 1, 2, 3. Hit a ladder and got a boost. Okay, so I should. So I've got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and moved up and got another ladder. Okay, so now you can see they're going up and down. So we've got a snake too. So we've got going up and down. And pink wins. So I don't really like the alert there. Okay. So we actually have a playable Snakes and Ladders game, except it looks blur. So maybe we might be able to do something about that and improve the usability of the game, or in fact, be able to track things and see what's happening on a bit more cleanly.